As we ascend and we're out there and we're bright, we attract a lot of stuff that doesn't necessarily mean that they're our person or that they're someone that we need to give our light to. But and you're very astute to that, as to when that person walks up to you, if it's someone that you're like, oh yeah, this is a connection or not.
The guides have said that my person is in my space. Do I already know him? And if so, what can you tell me about it?
Yeah, the guides say that he's in your space. I think what I would say is, how do you feel about if he's in your space? Is there like this real heart-centered feeling, like you feel like, oh, he's just hovering over my shoulder? And if he is, I would say he is a lot closer to you than if he's feeling like he's still distant, or if you're feeling like, oh, I'm not really feeling that romantic feeling. And what I mean by that, like, that heart feeling, like when you're light in your heart, when your heart feels really open. If you're feeling that, I think he's really close by. If you're not feeling that, I get the image that he's sort of dancing around you, he or she, whatever your partner is. And that's a time to just really enter into the fun of that dance. What is it about them? The basics. What is it about them that I really want them to have? The qualities that I really want them to have. And then, am I exuding that myself? Am I really doing that? And when you sort of do your own little checklist, I think it tells you, okay, I'm closer, I'm closer, I'm closer. And oh, well, wait, there's like one thing here that yeah, I'm not quite there, right? And that's not quite where I'm at. And we want to attract people oftentimes when we're feeling healed and whole. But as we know, we attract people oftentimes for our wounds as well. So if you're in a place, which it feels like you are in a place where, you're not looking for that wound thing, you're way beyond that. And you're just looking for that divine complement, that person that's going to just help be in relationship with you in such a unconditional giving and receiving kind of way. So yeah, it feels like they are very close by. But again, that can change, as you know, every day, right? When our heart's sort of more open or more closed, and you could be passing the same person, because you said, well, is it someone I know? I feel like it's someone that you do know, but I don't feel like it's someone that you know super well. It's just coming to me that this person is like in your periphery. So I think that's why I'm getting the open heart, closed heart. Not that your heart's closed, but just like if you're at the grocery store, you might be passing that person. But depending upon what's happening in your life and sort of your mood that day, you might not have that energy field that's like going, come talk to me. And then another day, it might be that you're like, oh yeah, everything just feels in flow, and oh, there they are, and oh, bump elbows, and oh gosh, didn't I see you at such and such event, or something like that. So it feels like it's going to be someone that you do have an acquaintance relationship with, but not necessarily a close one. But we never know, do we? I think it's just the message I keep getting is just to keep that heart light open with discernment, because as we ascend and we're out there and we're bright, we attract a lot of stuff that doesn't necessarily mean that they're our person or that they're someone that we need to give our light to. But and you're very astute to that, as to when that person walks up to you, if it's someone that you're like, oh yeah, this is a connection or not. So I think just having, it sounds like you're wanting to bring this person in sooner rather than later. And so that would be what I would say, is just really, the other thing I'm getting is the eye contact. When we're in our groups, whatever it is, if we're going to meditation or we're going to yoga, we're a little bit more practiced with making the eye contact, because we're safer in a sense, because we know that everyone's sort of, when we're out in the grocery store, what's coming is to still do that eye contact with even more frequency, partly because I think it brings that person into your energy field easier. And also because that's our work as light workers, way showers, whatever we want to call ourselves, that we want to bring that light through our eyes that's coming from our heart and exude it out to people, so that they can feel that acknowledgement of being seen and feeling your love emanating out into the world. So it feels like it's like a lot bigger than just not just, but like meeting the partner. It feels like there's a lot of partners that are actually coming into your life, whether it's business or romantic or whatever. So there's a lot of different people that are looking to come close. Is that helpful?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very much. Thanks.
Okay, great. The hour. And each week, I am so happy that you're here with us. I love having the questions come through. There's often themes and a lot of good stuff that comes. If you want more support, you can always go to bethbell.me. There's lots of guides and books. You can book a session. We've got the Awakening and Healing Handbook, the Psychedelics Resource Guide. There's also the Herpes Handbook and many, many more. If you have any interest in going deeper on your journey, I'm happy to support you in whatever way possible. You can always take the State of the Heart assessment on bethbell.me. And if you've liked anything today, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, and then you'll be notified each week when we go live at 11:11 on Sundays, Pacific time. And until then, wishing you much bliss and love on the journey. Namaste.